It's May 10th, 2022, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxel, and I have a nice pair. Here it is. Abortion rights activists spent the weekend protesting outside Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh's home. He is one of the 5 justices named in a leaked Supreme Court draft opinion that supports overturning Roe v. Wade. Kavanaugh finally knows what it's like to have his personal space invaded. The New York Times removed the word fetus from its Wordle database in order to keep the popular game free from any abortion-related controversies. Anti-abortion activists say Wordle should instead keep fetus in its database because that's when life starts. Findings published in the journal eClinical Medicine, or ECM, state that a severe case of COVID can cause a drop in IQ of 10 points. So can hosting NewsBrake every week. Gas prices have hit a new record. The average price for a gallon of regular gas rose 4 cents last night and 17 cents over the last week to reach $4.37. The record cost has hampered the ability of abortion protesters to drive to the homes of Supreme Court justices. Former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo warned that Senate candidate Dr. Oz is a security threat. Sources state that Pompeo vowed revenge after trying Dr. Oz's heart-healthy diet of cardboard and water. Might I suggest a juicy pair? Johnny Depp's defamation trial is in recess this week. Johnny now has time to buy more 3-piece suits, and Amber Heard's attorneys can learn how to practice law. An Indiana man who is in jail, charged with murdering his wife, has won a spot on the Township Board primary election ballot. Who ever heard of a politician going to jail before being elected? President Joe Biden says 20 internet service providers have agreed to provide discounted internet service to the poor. Your AOL CDs with 20 free hours should be arriving soon. More people are finally taking the vacations they had to put off during the COVID-19 pandemic. Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent Tim Millard is among them. He filed this report from a hotel room he booked, based solely on an online review that said, "It doesn't have dead bodies."
Why the hell would I need this? Hey, wait a minute. Wow. It really does work. Cool.
Thank you, Tim. Please do not turn a black light on in that room, whatever you do. A Virgin Atlantic flight from London to New York was forced to turn around because authorities discovered the co-pilot lacked the qualifications to fly. No word on whether the 12-year-old had permission from his parents to miss school. Several Republican U.S. senators want the group in charge of the national TV rating system to consider warnings on children's shows that mention sexual orientation and gender identity content. You're about 75 years too late on that, guys. Environmental data firm GHGSat has used satellites, presumably the SAT part, to detect harmful methane emissions from cows at a California feedlot. As a result, California Governor Gavin Newsom has ordered the extermination of all cows in the state of California. Scientists using 3D scanning software uncovered ancient Native American art within a cave in Alabama. Archaeologists state that this predates the redneck Neanderthal art found in the same cave. Speaking of Alabama, an Alabama jail inmate and the guard accused of helping him escape are no longer on the run. Federal marshals caught Casey and Vicky White in Evansville, Indiana. The two blame inflation for making it too expensive for them to flee to Mexico. On Saturday, Wiley College in Marshall, Texas stated at graduation that an anonymous donor has cleared the student debt of all the graduates. I can only say, you're welcome. Sketchworks Education Director Maria Liatis spent her Saturday promoting the Sketchworks summer camps for kids and teens, along with COG's Sana Erica and Kirsten Crable. It's a nice spread, huh? Maria also produced this fancy video. Roll the fancy video. Roll it!
Sketchworks Comedy Summer Camps are back, and in person. During our 2-week camp, kids will play improv games, create funny characters, and write sketches for their own original comedy show. Not excited yet? Campers will also shoot a professionally produced video sketch and premiere it at their showcase. Also included, a show poster, camp t-shirts, awards, and a pizza party. Let's get back into comedy. Sketchworks, cranking out the funny.
Go to sketchworkscomedy.com to learn more and sign up your funny kid or teen today. A Massachusetts family took home a dog they discovered on the side of the road, only to find out later the dog was a coyote. We here at Sketchworks NewsBrake advise against picking up animals who are hitchhiking. Today, assuming you're watching this on May 10th, 2022, is the second time this year that Mercury has gone into retrograde. In honor of this event, phenomenon, complete bullshit, McDonald's is offering a free McChicken or McDouble if you order French fries using their app on the 10th or 11th. Mercury in retrograde is believed to be a time of confusion, and this McDonald's deal certainly enforces that. The fast food chain is also offering a free tarot card reading to one lucky customer. But we've mentioned McDonald's enough without receiving any compensation for it, so we're just going to move on. A Texas woman unwittingly bought an ancient 1st century Roman bust at a Goodwill for $35. Historians believe the statue is of Pompey the Great's son. Look at his face. It's more like Pouty the Great. Speaking of emperors, a remote-controlled rover is helping scientists receive data about emperor penguins in Antarctica. One penguin, who asked to remain anonymous, is hatching a plan to murder the bright yellow robot after it ran over his flipper and stole his girlfriend. Australian weatherman Paul Burt was doing a live report when he saved a 10-year-old boy from drowning in a riptide. Sorry, ladies, he's married, but I'm single and I saved Winston from a hairball just a few minutes ago. Yay, me! Despite strict travel restrictions, Kanye West was seen on the island nation of Japan with his girlfriend, Cheney Jones. Sorry, that's a picture of Kanye and Kim. Wait! No, that is Kanye and Cheney. I can't tell much of a difference. I'm guessing neither can Kanye. Security for Dave Chappelle's show, where he was attacked on stage, is the same company that contracted to do security for Astroworld and the Las Vegas shooting in 2017. Apparently, they recruited retired Amish farmers to provide security due to steep budget cuts. I screwed up reading this next story, and then Winston jumped down, so we're just going to do a weird edit and move on. Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and Prince Andrew are not invited to celebrate on the Queen's balcony at Buckingham Palace during the Jubilee. Sources say that Prince Charles jumped up and down after being invited, yelling, "Mummy invited me! Mummy really, really likes me!" Retired WWE legend, the Million Dollar Man Ted DiBiase, is named in a lawsuit that accuses him and his 2 sons of misspending welfare money their charities received. DiBiase plans to defend himself in a no-holds-barred cage match against the prosecution. Former NFL quarterback Brett Favre is also named in the lawsuit because he's accused of being paid just over $1 million to give speeches he never actually gave. Favre is negotiating a plea deal that will spare him prison time, but force him to play for the Washington Commanders. That's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxel. Say hi to your mom for me. Tell her she also has a nice pair. Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and Prince Andrew are not invited to celebrate on the Queen's birthday. Queen's balcony.